How many of you have heard the term positive reinforcement? Do you know what that word truly means? Because what I found is that people say positive reinforcement, but they don't actually know what it means. My name is Emily with Common Sense Dog Training, where we train the untrainable and welcome the misunderstood. Before we get into this, I would like you to drop in the comments right now on what you think the word positive reinforcement means. We see a lot of arguing on TikTok and the internet between balanced dog trainers and positive reinforcement only dog trainers. And I don't think a lot of people who are making this argument truly know what they're arguing, because we have this misconception of the word positive and reinforcement. So this is all part of what's called operant conditioning, which is a psychological thing for psychology, in psychology. So this is not specific to dogs. This is not specific to humans. This is psychology in general. So in the world of psychology, the terms negative and positive are not emotional. They're mathematical. So that means we are adding something or taking something away. A reinforcement is when we want a behavior to keep going. We want it to keep happening. A punishment is if we want a behavior to stop. So punishment doesn't mean that we're walking around kicking the crap out of our dog, but that's where our mind goes to as humans, right? A punishment just means we want a behavior to stop. So positive reinforcement, we are adding something to get a behavior to keep happening. So we are adding typically food, praise, treats, things like that to get a behavior to keep happening. Punishment is if we want a behavior to stop. So let's talk positive punishment. So we are adding something to get a behavior to stop. So that could be an e-collar. That could be, we're adding the pain stimulus of a shock to get a behavior to stop. Let me blow your mind right now. That's also yelling at your dog, because you're adding the voice, you're yelling to get a behavior to stop. So, and I know y'all have yelled at your dogs before. If you've yelled at your dogs, you have used positive punishment with your dog. Is that a bad thing? Not in my world. We're human. We're going to yell at our dogs. We're going to say no. We're going to, physically stop our dog from doing something if it's dangerous enough. There's a human side to this. So then let's go to the negative. So negative punishment, we're taking something away to get a behavior to stop. If your dog's jumping up, we turn around and we remove our attention. So we're removing the attention to get a behavior of jumping to stop. Not a bad thing, right? It's a consequence. We use it in my other businesses in music school. We use the concept of negative reinforcement. So negative reinforcement is we're taking something away to get a behavior to occur. So in the music school, we take away the chore of practicing to get the behavior of playing the instrument naturally to keep occurring. So it's almost like a little bit of reverse psychology there. And that goes to show you guys that it's not just for dogs. It's not just for humans. It's for everybody. So if I do nothing else in the world, I hope that I can make people understand that positive and negative are not emotional. They are mathematical. Punishment is to get a behavior to stop. Reinforcement is to get a behavior to keep occurring. And there are 4 parts of this. So there's positive reinforcement, positive punishment, negative reinforcement, negative punishment. So drop in the comments if you learned something and if you yell at your dog. I want to know, because I know if my dog eats like my favorite high heel, I'm going to be yelling. Just a little bit. No judgment here.